Bristol, what the hell do you think you're doing? You didn't make me a single thing for dinner tonight. Are you mentally disabled or something? Karen, you should know that right now I'm at work still and haven't been home all day. In other words, I haven't had any time to make you dinner tonight. I'm sure you can make something yourself with what we have in the fridge. Always making up such excuses, aren't we? And I know that no matter what you do, you are always going to force Theo to love you. Please don't say things like that about us. Are you going to try and starve me today? You get your butt back here right now and start making me my dinner. Karen, how about you pick yourself out a pot or pan and make yourself something to eat? We have all sorts of food in the fridge you can make up, so get to it, please. Because if you're going to take the time to complain to me, then that means you have the time to cook. Then you won't have to starve yourself like that. I cannot believe this, complaining about what I'm doing to me like that. I'm not complaining about anything right now. I'm just giving you some ideas of what you could be doing with your time instead of complaining to me. I have work to tend to still here at my office, and actually, shouldn't Theo be home with you right now? If you're upset about not having any food ready for you right now, then how about you get your own son to do it? What are you going on about? Did you just tell me to make my son cook? Huh? Stop speaking like you're actually dumb or something. In what world are you living in where you think you can tell your own husband to cook? Come home right now and actually do your job as his wife. I'm afraid that in this day and age, it's pretty normal for husbands to cook as well. And I'm not asking him to make me my food right now, am I? You keep complaining about how I haven't made anything up for you. So I'm suggesting that if you don't want to starve right now, then you either cook something yourself or get your son to do it. I have no idea what you keep going on about right now. Well, this conversation is going to end pretty soon anyway. What do you mean by that? It's going to end pretty soon now? I'm talking about what I'm going to do. So far, it seems to me that you haven't realized just how important it is that you take good care of my son and I. It's no longer any use for you to keep trying to avoid caring for us. Caring for the both of you? Since when was I supposed to be caring for the both of you any more than I already am? I understand that you're currently living with my husband and I right now, but the only reason for that is because you forced your way into the place. I think you should start appreciating what I've already been doing a little bit more instead of complaining, considering it's me paying all the bills. I'm going to make sure that you pay for talking to me like that. You're going to regret ever turning your back on your family. Wait, what? Turning my back on you guys? Right now, your mom is asking me to make dinner for her even though I'm at my office and can't come home just yet. I asked her to make something up herself, but she keeps complaining and saying I have to. Could you please make something for her so that she doesn't starve?
What the heck, Bristol? Are you trying to make a fool out of my mom now? Also, I'm not going to be able to make anything for her right now because I'm out of the house.
What? Why are you not at home right now? It's not like you have to work or anything today, right?
Why does it matter where I head out to? I'm not some child, so you don't need to be asking me that.
But are you okay, money-wise?
Ah, that's right. This month is looking pretty slim for me again, so could you spare me a bit more? It's not like you're using anything you make, right?
Excuse me? I know that you're going to tell me you need the money for things like food and such again, but I'm not so sure that you really are putting any of that money into food. Can you tell me why this month you're not going to have enough money?
This time, can you make it $10,000? That money is going towards something pretty important this time.
And can you tell me what it is that's so important to you that you need $10,000?
It's for the house, alright? You know better than I do that the house isn't the most accessible for the elderly, right? It's because of my mom that we're able to live in this house, so don't even say a word about it and give me that money.
I'm sorry, but I can't just hand you $10,000 that easily.
You sure as hell can. I know for a fact that you have that money on you and could send it right into my bank account right now.
And once I've handed you that money, you're just going to use it on whatever you please?
On whatever I please.
I'm really tired of this crap, so could you please stop playing games with me?
Well, I'm sure I will be using it on whatever I please. And then I'll be free to do anything I want with my mom. After all, once a little more time has gone by, my mom and I will no longer need you anymore.
Oh, I see. Sounds good, Theo. I'll get that money ready for you then. But this time, I'll be creating a contract regarding this transaction, and you must sign it in order to get my money.
Making up a contract when I'm your family. How greedy. That's why you're aging so much.
Say whatever you'd like about me, Theo. Just know that with each word you say about me, the less likely it is that I let you borrow any money. Theo, how are the talks with your wife going? Things should be coming to a close very soon here, right? You know better than anyone else that I've had enough of that woman. Even today, she didn't come home to make me anything for dinner. Don't you see that she's a bully and needs to be punished?
I know about it, Mom. And I'm done being her husband as well. But if you would just give me a bit more time, our plans will all come to fruition. Then both you and I can finally be free from Bristol forever.
Are you sure? Will we finally be able to move away from her?
Yeah. Everything is going our way with her right now. The house is all old and run down anyway, so we'll leave her with it. And then you and I can find a really nice place and move into there.
Theo, you have always been such a clever little man. That's just like the son I've raised you to be. I'm so happy I gave birth to a son as smart as you. Yet with that woman you married, she has no idea what she's gotten herself into, has she?
Pretty easy to see that, Mom. And that's why it was so easy for us to use her up and get ready to throw her away. Thank God I got married to such a rich woman, right?
That's absolutely right. Because of my bright little man, I'm going to be the happiest mother on the planet. Well, I hope that our dreams come true for us sooner rather than later, Theo.
Now I have something I need to ask you really quickly.
What do you need from me? Ask whatever you'd like, and I'll do whatever I can for you. Karen, I should be making it home earlier than normal today. Were you able to already get something to eat for dinner? We are giving you that house, Bristol. What was that? Oh, I completely forgot to tell you about this, but I will no longer be needing that house now. We're not even there as we speak. Both Theo and I have moved out of there. What are you talking about, Karen? That house is far too useless to me now that I'm old myself and don't have my husband around anymore. Honestly, it's complete garbage to me, so I thought I'd let you have it now. Would you please thank me now for not kicking you out of there and having it destroyed? And don't even try to come with Theo and I, because we are long gone now. So you've really moved out? Both you and my husband are no longer living in the house? That's right. You knew that this whole time I was the one paying all the bills at home because I'm running my own company and can afford it, right? I hope you didn't just move out of the house not knowing any of that. Give it up with your delusions about being the one who pays for all the bills. I've heard this and that about how you have your own company you run, but I doubt that company makes you nearly enough money to even be considered middle class. So stop acting like you're so amazing, would you please? I've moved out of there with my cute little genius son, and we're now living in a penthouse. What? A penthouse? So what I'm getting from this is that the $10,000 I lent him a bit back was used on that penthouse? $10,000? What are you talking about? So you have no idea what's going on, Karen. Does this mean that it was Theo's plan to move out of the house and drag you along with him? Well, the both of us wanted to move out of the house as soon as possible, because you are a total nagging bitch. Also, it seems that Theo was really excited about living with his girlfriend. I told him that I'd take care of both him and his girlfriend as long as he moved us into a really nice home. And he did just that for me and put all three of us into this massive and modern penthouse. I'm going to make sure to never tell you where the address is either. I see. Understood. I don't really care to know anything about the penthouse you all have moved into or where it is. But if you're telling me that this house is mine now and that Theo and I will be getting a divorce, then I'll make sure to take action very thoroughly. Could you please come back to the house for a little bit tomorrow? What the hell? Oh, now you're just sounding plain stupid. Also, to avoid things that might become a little bit vague in the future, let's make sure all of this is backed by legal documentation. How does that sound? Well, that's a good point. It'll be a pain in the butt to have to do all that paperwork with you, but it'll help us in the long run. I guess I have no choice now but to go back there. I'm sure you'd love to know about where we're living now too, right? No, not at all, actually. If you get on your hands and knees and beg for the address when I go back, I might tell you. Are you even listening to what I'm saying, Karen? Well, perhaps I just really want to see you on the ground in front of me begging to have us back. After all, my son and I have moved out of there because you're so annoying, but pretty fun to watch when you realize you're screwed. If you get on your hands and knees and then cry and beg for me to tell you, I'll give you the address. Ugh. Enjoy that penthouse with your son, who's only bringing in $200 a month, at most. What? What the hell do you mean, $200 a month? Ugh. All I meant by that was to tell you a fact about your son. I know you really hate being cast out by Theo like this, but stop being a sore loser and making up lies about him. If you really don't want there to be a divorce, then you're going to have to try a bit harder than that, all right? I ask that you first start by begging and crying for forgiveness from us. No thanks. I want this divorce more than anyone, actually. You do? Well, that was quicker than I imagined. I already told you why I don't want him anymore. He's only making $200 a month at most. So you can take him and be happy now. I'm not really sure how he was able to get a penthouse like that in the first place, but I can tell you right now he did not buy it. So good luck with rent next month, and know that I want nothing to do with it. Sorry to say, Karen, but your son played you really good this time. You had to give him a little bit of your money as well, right? Huh? Are you trying to make some kind of convoluted joke now? My son would never ever try to fool his own mother. I'm asking about that money right now. Did you hand him any? Of course I gave him just a little bit when he asked for it. He told me it was for this penthouse, so of course I was going to let him have a bit of my money. Wow. Well, if you're totally fine with giving him your money for no good reason, then I'm not going to say anything about it. After all, I don't really care what happens between you both. Anyway, make sure you come back over here tomorrow to fill out some paperwork with me. I'll be waiting patiently for you. And once everything is finished up and signed, you and your son will have nothing to do with me ever again. This is what you've both been wanting, right? Hey, Bristol, something doesn't feel very right over here. And for some reason I haven't been able to find Theo anywhere. Have you heard anything from him at all? What are you talking about, Karen? I haven't heard anything from him. I see. Oh, then he has to be with that woman. I'm sorry for not knowing anything about this, but you all have nothing to do with me, right? So could you please leave me be now? But without him around, I'll be in huge trouble. I've already gotten one notice saying that I'll be kicked out of this penthouse. Well, that's kind of what happens when you get a place like that on Theo's monthly salary. I'm sure it's no lie that he took the $10,000 that I lent him, along with whatever money you gave him, and used it all to force his way into that penthouse and now has nothing left to pay with, right? What are you talking about? No matter how you try thinking about your situation, it's all kinds of strange. Theo only works part-time and is only making around $200 a month at that. He's also been borrowing money from all sorts of really strange places, which does not help him one bit. I'm wondering if it was one of those people he borrowed from that he also got the penthouse from. I knew already just by the facts at hand that you guys wouldn't be able to stay there very long. But they are going to start asking you for your money since you still have some left. What? Oh, you have to be lying about that, right? So, you're really telling me that it's true? Theo played me good? I'm not sure about everything. I'm sure even Theo didn't know about everything while he was asking for your money. He was probably going to use all your money to help him pay off all his debts while you both started living there. And I'm sure that it's going to be pretty much impossible for him to pay for that penthouse alone, considering he doesn't make nearly enough money to afford the rent. Hey, Bristol, we got a letter in the mail asking for a very large amount of money. And the day after that is when Theo stopped coming back here. What am I going to do about all of this? Why are you asking me that like you want an answer? Who the hell else am I supposed to ask right now? Anyone besides the woman you constantly picked on and then bragged to when moving out of your old house. Honestly, I think you are very mistaken right now about me. What? I am nothing to you now, and I never want to have any part in your life again. I'm not family to you, not even a friend to you, and not even a kind stranger. You really think that after all you said to me, you'd be able to get help from me now? I don't even know how to help you because that money issue you have is the least of your problems. Well, how about you let me move back into that house with you? I have no idea how things ended up this way, and I'm not sure how to get out of it. I believed everything Theo was telling me before, but now I'm starting to really think he's in all sorts of trouble now. Well, thank goodness I still have that house that my husband bought for us long ago. So that means I'll be coming back to live there now, all right? If you're going to still be paying all the bills and everything, then I guess I'll let you keep living with me there. Are you all right, Karen? Because what you just said was all a load of BS. That house is gone now. I sold it. What? You sold it? But what's really strange is how you started acting like you could just move back into the house after giving it to me. I would have never let you back in. But luckily the house is sold now anyway, so we don't have to go through all that nonsense. I've moved into my own apartment now. I know that you're about to be kicked out of that penthouse and all, but I have to say, moving into a high-rise apartment like this is truly amazing. What are you talking about? You actually sold that house? That house was my frickin' house. How could you do something like that without asking me first? Are you the mentally disabled one here? You gave me that house when you and Theo moved out, right? What? I did? You and I both went and sat down to fill all of that paperwork out a little while back, right? When you were truly out of the house, you said it was mine and gave it to me legally. Did you already forget about all of that? Perhaps your early signs of dementia are starting to appear. Now that you mention it, I think something like that did happen. But even if that happened, you sold the house without my permission? Oh, come on now, you old fart. It's not that hard to understand, right? You gave me the house, literally changing the name on it to mine. That means I can do whatever I want with the place. I wasn't doing anything without your permission because it was my house and only mine. That's why I sold it for some easy cash. Also, back when your husband bought the house, the place wasn't that expensive, and neither was the land even. What are you talking about? Over time, that land grew in value. Not the house, but the land itself. And because of that, I was actually able to get more than your husband had paid for it. So I'll be kind and consider the money I got for the house as my settlement from Theo. Wait, oh, you're joking, right? You were able to make that much money off the place? Oh, that was the house I had so many memories inside with my husband and family. Then why were you pushing the house off onto me, calling it all old and run down before? Also, like I was saying, the house was not all that much, so I had it torn down before selling the land and materials. You had that house destroyed? All of our memories? All of your memories? Next time you want to treasure your memories, don't give them to a stranger calling them old and run down. The place is gone and sold off. I was never going to keep a place that big, so I think I made the right decision here. I cannot believe this. The fact that you took things this far, that was our house. Then you shouldn't have let go of it. You were the one that made the final choice and even signed all the documents legally saying that it was to become mine. Sorry that you regret it, but you can't complain about those choices you made to me. Listen, Bristol, I'm sure you still want my son back, right? Oh, brother. Where are we going with this conversation now? You shouldn't be picking on me if you still have feelings for him, all right? I'll let you have him back, Bristol. But that means you have to do something to get us our house back. You could even let us have that apartment of yours now for him. Theo wants me to do something to help the situation. Then perhaps you need to do something to help him. because I'm not going to bother with either of you. So, no thank you, Karen. I don't even think there is a single bit of love and care left in me for the little brat. So there. You're lying, right? You don't have to play this off strong anymore. The guy barely worked a job and was loaded with debt while going out to cheat on me with his girlfriend. He has an old whining mother attached to him and wasn't even able to afford a house for the both of you. You really think I want a parasite like that back in my life? All I felt by being married to him was stress, and it's finally gone now. Old whining mother? Are you calling me that? Who else does he have as a mother? You're a total bitch. Also, ever since the divorce, I have been feeling a lot more sexy. Even some of the men in my company are saying so. What? You are? I'm only in my 30s, after all, and the owner of a company. So far, I've been having a lot of fun with myself, now that I'm single again. Honestly, with how amazing a woman I am, you should be thankful I ever gave your son such a chance at being my husband. Well, I'm sure you'll never thank me, but anywho, you're asking the wrong person for help right now. Both you and your crappy son go find someone else to bother with your problems. Well, I guess I mean just you, since your son has gone and run away from you or something. Bristol, wait. If you leave me like this, I'm really going to be screwed. If you don't help me, I'll be screwed. If anything, all of this was your doing in the first place. Oh, shut the hell up, you annoying old hag. Not my fault that whole plan you and your sly son got into didn't go as planned. The fact that you're trying to blame me for it all now just goes to show how you're better off rotting in hell than being helped. Let's hope that your son comes back one day to get you. I'm not helping you any, so please enjoy whatever days you have remaining in that penthouse of yours. Goodbye forever, you annoying old hag of a failure. Once all of that talk was finished, I went and completely ignored anything else that Karen had to say to me. And in the end, after about a week of not looking at anything she sent me, I just went and blocked her number. She then turned to calling her son over and over again, but she was still getting no answers from him until one day, when she called him, there was no voicemail or anything to his number anymore. The only thing anyone I know really heard about him after he ran off is that he was seen climbing into the back of a freight train and was going to hitch that ride all the way to California. There was also this story on the news about how a group of thugs had found a man who looked similar to Theo, but was bald and didn't share the same last name. He was beaten to a pulp over not having the money they had been asking for, and this did all happen down in California, so I like to think that's where he met the end of his story. Within the following week, Karen was then kicked out of the penthouse and had to move to the coast, where she's now working on a fishing boat. She's too old to be of any use out on the deck, but the crews made good use of her as their cook, where on some of the more treacherous days she's thrown back and forth in the kitchen due to the waves. I'm sure that's not the best life for a woman her age, but I think it's perfect for a woman her age who is a complete dick, and I hope she regrets everything she's done. As for myself, those past couple of weeks after I had finally blocked Karen were so much fun for me. I was able to have some time to myself more, and that allowed me to take time to travel a little bit and meet new people. And at one point during my time out, I ran into this really nice man at a bar I was at, and after talking for a little bit, we both learned that we're in the same kind of business together. When I told him that I'm a company owner and was recently single, I think that really got him going, and due to that, I'll now be going on a trip with him to Shanghai in a few weeks for both business and pleasure.
Hey, I'm going to be getting married here soon. Sorry for getting married before you, Brenda. Which is sad because I'm 5 years younger than you.
So you've decided to get married? Congratulations on that. I'm not really sure there's a need for you to be comparing myself to you, but it's great to hear that things have been going so well in your relationship.
You're 35 years old now, right? By this point, I'd say you're pretty much past your prime.
You don't have to say things like that. What do you think any of that accomplishes?
Well, I happen to still be 30 years old, and my wife is 27 years old. Isn't this crazy for you to hear right now?
Aiden, I'd be watching my mouth if I were you. I understand that you're so excited and happy to be getting married, but that does not give you permission to start bashing me like that, okay?
Bashing you? All I'm doing is saying the truth about you right now. I just think it's great that I'm going to be getting married to a woman that's even younger than myself. If you wanted to be in the same boat as she is when the wedding happens, then you're going to need to find yourself a man in his 40s soon.
Why are you mentioning that? My life has nothing to do with what you think, right? So, would you please stop it with all that jabbering on about my life?
I'm not jabbering on about anything. I'm just trying to make it obvious to you that I want you to try a little more is all. Is it not embarrassing to come in second place to me in everything?
What do you mean, Aiden? This is not some kind of competition, all right? I really want to know why you're going on and on about things like this.
Aren't you getting really worked up and afraid right now because your little brother's getting married before you? If I were in your shoes right now, I'd be freaking out. Being the oldest sibling, yet still not having a partner worth marrying yet, and considering you're a woman, isn't that embarrassing to you?
The only thing I'm worried about right now is that my little brother thinks the same way a man in the 1920s would have been thinking about things. We live in the 21st century now, and that kind of worry about marrying while one is young needs to stop.
What the heck? What are you trying to get at there?
If you don't understand what I'm saying, then maybe you need to put a little more thought into it. I don't want to talk with you anymore, okay? Just leave me alone and think about the things you've just said to me and why they'd all make me want to stop talking. Do you remember the last time you were acting out like this? You started to make fun of Dad and call him all sorts of names.
Is that when I made fun of him, always forgetting things, and asked him if he was already going crazy, or something like that? Was that really such a big deal to all of you? Because it wasn't. You all are just a bunch of tight asses.
I think we are all having to put up with a lot from you recently, because you've only become a lot worse when it comes to being kind.
What do you mean putting up with? I'm a very good son to both Mom and Dad, aren't I? I happen to be getting married early on. Very different from someone else in the family, right?
That's what I mean. I get that you're the kind of person to always think about yourself before anyone else and never think before you speak. But just remember that you should be thankful for all of us around you. If you start to forget that, then you'll be in for loads of trouble.
Brenda, when are you planning on coming here?
What? Planning on coming to what?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Don't tell me you've forgotten what day it is. You would never no-show on a day like today, right? So, when are you coming?
What would I have forgotten about, Aiden? What do you mean when I am coming? Where am I supposed to be going to right now? Was there something happening today that I need to be at?
Huh? You're lying, right? Are you being serious with me right now about that?
What is going on here? I literally have no idea what you keep going on about. Is this some kind of joke?
You're the one that seems to be joking right now. But I want you to stop that. You're going to piss me off if you keep that going, which would be a waste on a day like today.
No, seriously, Aiden. I have no clue what you keep talking about. Coming out of nowhere like that and sending me all these strange messages is not funny. You're just starting to annoy me is all.
Huh? So what you're telling me is that you really did forget about what today is? Are you freaking kidding me, Brenda?
I'm just asking you to explain to me what's going on here, for crying out loud.
If my family no-shows on the day of my wedding, I'm going to cut ties with all of you. Stop it with that stupid joke already, god dang it! You are about to make me go crazy with the way you're acting right now.
What? Today's your wedding?
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no freaking way. So you really did forget about today? Forgetting about your little brother's wedding like that?
No, hold on, just wait a second. What are you actually talking about right now?
The fact that I have as horrible of a person as you as my oldest sister makes me want to give up. No showing on the day of your only sibling's wedding? Like that is screwed up. If you don't get over here right now, then I'm going to cut ties with you and the whole family.
The date that's on your invitation is saying the wedding is tomorrow.
What?
You can get mad all you want for not staying level-headed and listening to me when I said I had no clue what you were going on about. But what I just said is a fact. I just took another look at the invitation, and just as I thought, it says your wedding is tomorrow. So your wedding should be tomorrow, right?
What are you going on about? You think an excuse like that is going to work on me? There's no way I'm the one who's mistaken here.
Come on now. Take a look for yourself, why don't you? Perhaps the invitation you sent me has the wrong date on it? I'm not sure who all else might have gotten a misprint like this, but if everyone got this same invitation as me, then nobody you invited is going to be coming to that wedding of yours today.
Hold on 2 seconds. I just had a look. You weren't kidding. The date on these invitations are all wrong.
So you finally had a look yourself? I'm sure you're standing there looking like an idiot right now, but I wasn't lying about any of that. Who the heck made all these invitations, Aiden?
I did. And I went and made dozens of copies of this to send to everyone I wanted here.
So, with that being said, everyone you invited thinks that your wedding is tomorrow.
This is not good! No way! You're telling me I didn't notice this error and sent everyone the invitation? Then that means none of the people I invited are going to show up today!
Well, that's what it seems like. Besides yourself, I don't think a single person is going to be showing up that you sent those invitations to. You should have taken a better look at your invitations and had your fiancé look at them as well before sending them all out.
If none of the people I invited come today, what's going to happen to the wedding? If there's nobody here to celebrate me, then this wedding will be like hell!
At that point, I wouldn't even call that a wedding. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but you're the one that did this to yourself, right? Your fiancé, or wife, is it? Wasn't the one to send those out, right?
That's right! I was told to be the one to prepare and send them all out. So that's what I did.
When it comes to those invitations, the date and place are the two most important parts, so you should have double-checked that. Well, it's too late to tell you that now. Everyone's already received their invites.
I want to know what to do here.
You're going to have to tell your wife about all of this, right? That should be your first step. You have to let her know about what you've done. You can't just have the wedding and not tell her anything about what's happened.
That's a good point. I'll go and tell her about all of this right now. Letting things be would only make things worse later on. I have to go talk to her right now.
Good luck, Aiden.
Crap! She is really upset with me now. I would have been better off not telling her a thing!
Had you not told her, the reality of the situation you're in wouldn't have changed. I think it was a good choice letting her know sooner rather than later. And now this means you've taken responsibility for what you've done.
Right now she's blaming me for everything because I was the one that sent them out. If things stay this way, we won't be able to have the wedding because she's so upset with me. What am I going to do about all this?
Just a bit ago, you were getting all upset with me and saying you'd cut ties to me, right? And in the end, it was all your fault for this stuff happening.
You shouldn't. You don't have to add salt to my already fresh wound, okay? Right now, things are pretty tough for me, and I'm going to have to find a way out of this. Can you be a little more kind with your words right now? You're supposed to be my older sister!
Come on, you can complain about me all you want, but that's not going to help your current situation any, is it? You should have done a better job checking things over before sending those invitations, right? You had time to do all of that back when making the cards and then receiving them to send out yourself, right?
You don't have to tell me all of that now. I get it. But right now, I have no idea what to do, okay? Would you please start giving me some freaking advice instead of talking down about what I've done?
Well, when you start asking me to do things in that kind of bossy tone, I really don't want to do anything to help you.
I want to know what I should be doing right now, Brenda. If I don't act, then this wedding is going to go nowhere besides being cancelled.
I don't care about that. How about for starters, you learn from all this?
Learn from this? What is there to learn right now?
Oh, please. You know what I'm talking about. Do you have no memory of the way you've always behaved toward me? About all those times you were so selfish around me and didn't give a crap about how what you were doing was affecting me. None of that rings a bell?
Behaved? I was being that mean towards you or something?
You picked on me for not being married yet. And you always acted like you were the best because of my situation.
I was just telling you the truth.
It's a very good thing to be as confident and happy about yourself as you've been. But when you start bringing others down to make yourself look even more attractive, then there's a major problem. You would also pick on my life choices and would even speak badly about Mom and Dad in front of them. Because you always behaved in that manner around us, I find this to be what you deserve. No matter how horrible of a situation you're in at the moment, I find it totally natural that nobody wants to come and help you.
Hold up. Are you really that mad at me right now? Was I really saying that bad of things about you and both Mom and Dad?
The fact that you can't even tell how rude you were being is awful. It's very terrifying, actually. If you're never going to understand that the way you've been acting is wrong, then nobody is ever going to come to your aid when you need them.
What? What is wrong with you, Brenda?
Another thing, Aiden. When you came over to Mom and Dad's house a little while back, you went and took some of their money, right?
Wait, took the money sounds a little bad. I just happened to not have enough money for myself, so I went and borrowed some from them. Why do you know about that to begin with?
You borrowed that money? Then what happened to you ever paying them back?
Well, that's the thing. I haven't gotten around to that part yet.
So then you probably shouldn't say you were borrowing it then yet. Do you even plan on giving them that money back?
I do, of course.
When?
I don't know when just yet.
Well, look at that. You don't care to get them that money back. If you cared to, then you would have given them a time frame so that they could hold you accountable. The fact that you are this troubled and always cause problems for the family is probably why you're getting what you deserved now, right?
I never meant to do anything wrong, though. I'm sorry, Brenda.
What? What are you feeling sorry about? I'm pretty sure you're only saying that to get me to be quiet about all the wrongs you've done to everyone around you, right? It's not going to work, so don't even tell me you're sorry again.
Hold on, though. I really didn't know that you've been this upset with me. I was just teasing you is all, and there was no greater meaning to it.
Even if that was all you meant to do, you still hurt me. You knew that too, because you were poking fun at me for things that one of your age shouldn't be doing. Since you act that way with me so much, I'm sure you act that way with people outside the family as well.
I seriously never noticed that any of what I was doing was bad, though. That's why I'm being honest when I say I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you in any way, alright? I want you to understand that, okay? I really do feel sorry about all of that right now. From now on, I promise to think about how I talk with you before I speak.
Are you sure you're being serious enough about that? Is it okay for me to believe you then?
Please, believe me. I'll make sure that money I got from Mom and Dad is returned to them as well. I'll even go and apologize to Mom and Dad as well. I had used too much money on the wedding, and had nothing left to put towards bills and food. So I was just planning on borrowing some from them is all.
You stole the ability to retire from Dad, you know.
Well, I never meant to do that to him. But now that you've said all this, my eyes have been opened. From now on, I'll be more careful of what I do and say, and make sure to take responsibility for my actions. Once again, I'm sorry for never noticing any of this and hurting you.
If you've come to understand what I've told you, then that's good. I'm going to give you a call right now. Luckily, you were able to have a good wedding after all that.
Brenda, thank you so much for everything. This is all because of you and has nothing to do with me. The fact that you went ahead and called everyone in the family and let them know about the mistake I made, and you talking with the manager of the building and asking them to start the wedding a little later for me. We were able to wait for everyone to come here, and from there, we were able to have this wedding. I am so thankful for all of that.
You're welcome. And you'll be thanking me for all that for the rest of your life.
I really will.
After seeing my little brother begging me to help, I couldn't just sit there, even if you've been such a jackass to Mom, Dad, and I.
I wasn't really begging.
Well, when you were on the phone with me, you sure sounded like you were begging. Well, that doesn't matter now. Just don't forget anything I've said to you today, okay? If you begin to clean up your act, then I'm sure in no time good things will start to happen to you again.
I totally understand that now. From now on, I'll try harder to show you just how thankful I am for everything you've done today. Thank you again, Brenda. Wait, thank you for literally everything, Brenda.
If you're still able to apologize and thank me like that now, then that means you still have a chance of being alright. I'm actually a bit upset that things turned out this well for you in the end, but I think this is a good turning point for you. Now, you make sure to treat your wife kindly, okay? In the end, thanks to all that work I put in, the wedding was a success for my brother and his wife, albeit starting 2 hours after it was planned for. Because of all my effort, I would be thanked by both my brother and his wife for a very long time, showing that they still had not forgotten about what happened. I didn't know how things would end for Aiden, but the fact that he was able to have his eyes open to his actions and learn from them is wonderful. He even came around to paying my dad back for all the money he borrowed before. It seems that everyone is a whole lot more content with my brother now, and you could call this a happy ending for everyone involved. And because of that, I'm a whole lot more relieved than I was before my brother's wedding.
Lily, why isn't my dinner ready? You haven't cooked for me these past few days!
Because I've been working overtime, Patrick. Your dinner is in the fridge, so heat it up and eat it.
Are you for real?
Why are you pissed?
Are you seriously going to make me do extra work when I just got home from work?
Oh my god, all you have to do is put it in the microwave. Be thankful that it's not frozen food. Also, you said about extra work, but don't you only work in the afternoon? I work from early in the morning till late afternoon. So shouldn't you be thanking me instead of complaining?
Are you talking back to me?
I just told you straight fact.
Would it be okay if I divorce you? Probably not, so do your job, you lazy ass. Maybe this is why you need to work overtime.
I actually have no problem with that.
You don't need to act all tough. Anyway, hurry up and come home and cook me dinner.
Didn't I tell you that I'm busy because I got promoted and need to take over jobs and plan events?
Okay, and it doesn't matter to me.
Anyways, I gotta go back, so eat your food.
I want a nice meal once in a while. It was a mistake marrying you. Please divorce me ASAP.
Okay. Can I go now? I'm busy.
You better cook for me tomorrow.
I have work tomorrow, so probably not.
Where the hell did you go? Where's my dinner?
I just told you that I'm at the hospital now.
Are you seriously still there?
Yes, I think I work too much. I'm going to stay at the hospital tonight and get an examination tomorrow, okay? I'm also going to take a few days off from work.
Do you think that's okay? You'll cause problems to the company and me.
I will to the company, but why you?
You won't be able to do household chores and cook for me.
You're joking, right?
Of course not. So I guess it's okay for us to divorce, right?
Why are you talking about the divorce now? Aren't you worried about your wife's health?
Why would I be? Anyways, I want you to cook dinner, so hurry up and leave the hospital.
Eat out or take out from somewhere. Jeez, you're such a scumbag to not worry about me and threaten me with divorce.
Yeah, whatever. You better come home tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
Did you forget what we talked about yesterday? Where the hell are you?
What did we talk about?
You coming home today! I was being nice to you yesterday.
What? Nice. Seriously.
Yes, I was okay with you not coming home yesterday. If you don't come home now, I can't eat dinner today either.
Okay, and?
What's with that attitude?
Don't you know that I needed your help?
Why would I help you? Deal with it by yourself and listen to your husband.
You're such a dick.
You know what? You are being such a bitch, so leave the hospital right now and come home to cook dinner.
Absolutely not.
Why? Stop making excuses. If you can't move, then why don't you crawl or something?
Are you for real?
Yes, if you don't come home, that means it's okay to divorce, right?
We're actually divorced already, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Crawl home and cook dinner? Sorry, but I need to laugh at this.
Whatever, what do you mean we're divorced?
Well, I was fed up with you thinking you're the boss, so I sent the divorce papers in.
Stop lying, I haven't filled it out yet.
Yes, you did. You threw the signed papers at me a while ago.
I thought you threw it out.
Why would I throw out something that important? I was finding the right time to send it in, so thank you very much. Thank God we're divorced now. Hallelujah.
Shut up. Wait, are you discharged from the hospital?
Nope, just wanted fresh air. I'm actually going to stay at the hospital this week.
Can we please make the divorce invalid?
Aren't you the one that gave me the signed papers first?
Yes, but I wasn't gonna divorce you for real.
That was a threat. Sorry, but I'll not change my feelings. Also, I'm not going home, so please pay the mortgage, okay?
What? I need to pay for it?
Of course. I've been paying for it, but since I moved out, it's your responsibility now. Will you be okay? Isn't your monthly salary about $600?
No, please don't say that you're gonna move out. I still love you.
How many times do I need to tell you that we're done? Do you not understand what I'm saying? Are you an idiot?
I didn't expect for you to divorce me, and there's no way that I can help you pay the mortgage. You're earning a lot more money than me, so can you help me?
Are you joking right now? Why would I help someone like you? You treated me like shit every day, haven't paid even a penny for the mortgage, and didn't help me even though I was carried to the hospital. You're a self-centered douchebag.
Look, I'm sorry, but isn't it common sense for the wife to do the household chores? Wait, did you divorce me because you didn't want to do that?
Wow, what is wrong with you? I just explained why I divorced you. Maybe you were the reason why I was carried to the hospital.
Me?
There was nothing but stress living with you. I wonder why I married a person who doesn't even earn money, doesn't do household chores, and threatens me by saying the word divorce like 1,000,000 times. Sorry, but you're gonna face this problem from now on.
This is not like you, Lily. Why don't we talk about this, okay? We're husband and wife, right?
We're not, so no thanks. What is there to talk about anyways? It's just a waste of time. What do you want from me?
Come on, we're a family, so let's work things out and help each other.
Work things out. Help each other. Haven't I done everything for you? You never helped me, and I never heard the word thank you once.
Like I said before, it's common sense for the wife to do everything, so why don't you appreciate it?
What year are you living in?
I did help you before, actually.
Really? When?
Well, I can't think right now, but I have, though, maybe.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, anyways, why did you send the divorce papers without my permission? Let's make it invalid, please, and come home, because there was no way I can pay for the mortgage.
Nope. Good luck with that. Don't think about contacting me saying that you can't pay, okay?
Wait, please, don't leave me! Who's gonna do the household chores for me?
You're a grown adult, so watch YouTube videos and do it by yourself.
Why do we need to divorce?
I mean, you threatened to divorce me a couple times, so all I did was listen and sent the papers. If you want to make it invalid, I'll hire a lawyer and divorce you no matter what. If that happens, will you be able to pay for the lawyer?
Lawyer? Why are you exaggerating the story? Can we talk about this once?
Absolutely not. You're wanting to talk means that you want to make it invalid, right? Okay, I'll hire a lawyer right now.
Don't say something like that. Also, you can't just leave me at the house.
Actually, I can because my parents packed all of my bags and moved it yesterday.
What? When? Okay, wait, are you actually gonna divorce me?
Yes, how many times do I need to tell you? If you have anything to say, talk to the lawyer, okay? I think someone will contact you.
Don't say that, you're scaring me. Hey, I promise I won't complain, even if you don't do the household chores.
Wow, after all this, you still think that I'm gonna do something for you? I think I'm turning stupid, so I'll excuse myself. If something bad happens to you, remember that everything is your fault, okay? If you have time to blab about something, why don't you start looking for YouTube videos? Patrick tried to contact me a couple times to ask if I can help pay the mortgage for him, but of course I said no and blocked him afterwards. I heard that he got kicked out of the house and the house was sold to someone else. He's now living in the middle of nowhere looking for a full-time job because he needed the money to live. On the other hand, I'm feeling much better, and I'm back working, living a stress-free life.
Helen! Long time no talk. How are you? Hey. I'm good. What's up? Oh, nothing much. Hey, I'm going on vacation with my boyfriend soon. I can't wait. I just had to tell you. Oh, and I quit my job. Again? Yeah, selling cosmetics is a lot of work. I have to stand on my feet all day long. They only hired me for my looks anyways. It doesn't matter though. My boyfriend's gonna take care of me from now on, so I'm never working again. Ever. Oh, Mary. Work is never easy, you know? You gotta learn to tough it out. No thanks. It's not for me. So where are you going for your vacation? Vegas. My boyfriend is loaded. We went to LA a few weeks ago. We've been all over the world. It's awesome. What does he do? He owns a tech firm. You should find yourself a nice rich guy. Oh, I don't really care about money. Oh, you're no fun. Wait, I know. You're jealous. No. You're jealous. I got a rich boyfriend and you don't. And I don't even have to work. You're jealous. No. That's not it at all. He lives in this huge condo. It's crazy. He only wears designer clothes. He's always buying me really expensive stuff. He buys me anything I want. He's so amazing. And he's so handsome. He's perfect. Amazing, right? Jealous? I'm impressed. You wish you had a boyfriend like him. You're jealous, aren't you? Not really. But with your looks? I don't know. LOL. I got a boyfriend too. I'm happy. Wait, really? You got a boyfriend? What's he like? He's nice. What does he drive? I don't know much about cars. Is it a domestic car? Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. My boyfriend drives imports only, and he always picks me up in his car, no matter where I am. I could never date someone who drives a domestic car. That's so embarrassing. Ugh, aren't you embarrassed? I feel so bad for you. Okay. I don't mind, though. Lots of people drive domestic cars. Poor people are so pathetic. They live in such small houses, and all they do is go to the movies or the mall. So boring. Cheap restaurants, crappy vacation. So sad. It's just so sad, you know? I could never date a poor guy. My boyfriend rents out the entire theater when we go see a movie, and he only takes me to luxury brand stores when we go shopping. 5-star restaurants, overseas vacations, and imported cars. That's a must. Where am I supposed to find someone like that? It's not that hard when you're pretty like me, but with your looks, I don't know. LOL. Yeah, whatever you say. Hey, are you making fun of me? No. You're jealous, aren't you? What does your boyfriend do? He's a model. Really? You sure he's not lying, LOL? These days, everyone is a model. They just say that to get girls. So gross. You sure you want to date him? He's my boyfriend. Stop being rude. Seriously. What? I'm just worried about you, Hina. That's all. No worries. He's a model. I've seen him in magazines. I've been to his photo shoots too. I trust him. Don't worry. He's not lying, okay? What magazines? Can I buy them at bookstores? I think so. You sure he's a model? What if he's a porn star or something? No. I was there. It wasn't porn, trust me. And the magazine he's in? You were just reading it the other day. Really? Yeah, like 3 days ago. Wait, you're not talking about Prince, are you? Actually, that's him. Stop lying. You're just jealous. Grow up. I'm not lying. But look at you. There's no way you can go out with him. I don't believe you. You got proof? I'll show you some pics later. Send me some now. I can't. He doesn't want me sending other people his pictures. You might get jealous and upload them online, so... What? Don't push it. Oh, we're actually gonna be on the next issue. They're doing a story about the models and their boyfriends/girlfriends. The photo shoot is coming up soon. Just buy the magazine and see for yourself, okay? How's that for proof? What? You're gonna be in a magazine? You? With Prince? Ah, that can't be! How did you even meet him? I met him in the city. That day when I couldn't make it? Couldn't make it? Seriously? You ditched me for your boyfriend. I waited there for hours, you know. How did you meet him? While I was waiting for you, he hit on me. It was right after you canceled on me. Talk about good timing. Too bad you weren't there. Why you? Look at you. This makes no sense. And now you're gonna be in a magazine with him? No, that can't be. Oh, relax. You got a rich boyfriend, right? You should be happy. Introduce me to him. I can't. Come on, I'm your friend. What? You? My friend? Yes. No, you're not my friend. What? How can you say that to me? Seriously? After all those things you said about me? Give me a break. I'm sorry. And the things you said about my boyfriend? I didn't know you were going out with Prince. Whatever. I'm done with you, Mary. Stop texting me. I never liked you anyways. Have fun with your rich boyfriend. Bye. How can you say that to me? Prince doesn't drive an import, by the way, and he doesn't take me to 5-star restaurants. Oh, and his house is pretty small. Oh, and he loves to go to the mall, so yeah. You're too good for him anyways, Yuna. I was only kidding. Please. We're still friends, right? And if my boyfriend was Prince, I could care less about money. Helen? Hey, stop ignoring me. Helen? Hello? Pick up. Oh, sorry. I was texting my boyfriend. Did you tell him about me? Huh? Why? I asked you to introduce me to him. Oh, that. Well, I did tell him about you. Oh, thank you. What did he say? When does he want to meet? Never, LOL. He told me to cut all ties with you. So, yeah. Bye. Wait, what did you tell him? Exactly what you told me. You need a rich guy, right? And someone who drives an import? I told him everything you just told me. What? Why would you do that? Because he asked me about you. What was I supposed to say? Don't put this on me. Please let me meet him, please! Sorry, I'm gonna be late for my date. Don't text me anymore. Where are you guys going? I'll meet you there. Please don't. You scared I might take him away from you? Is that why? Huh? Look, if it was up to me, I wouldn't mind. Honestly. But he said he never wants to see you, so... yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, and I showed him your pic. He said you're not his type. You probably showed him a really bad picture of me. If he sees me in real life, he'll change his mind for sure. Tell him. I should be in that magazine with him, not you. You just don't get it, do you? It's your personality. You might have the looks, but you're a terrible person. That's why he doesn't want to see you. Then tell him it was all a joke. Tell him I'm really a good person. Come on, Hina, you owe me. What? For what? I don't owe you anything. And no, I'm not lying to my boyfriend, LOL. Hey, Hina, you're a good friend. I'll never do anything to hurt you again. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please. Sorry, but no. I'm gonna block you now. What? No, please! Please! Hina, please! I'll do anything. Please! Please forgive me! Please let me see him! Please! Mary never got to meet Prince. She took out her anger on her boyfriend. She stole his credit card and went on a shopping spree. He dumped her and filed a lawsuit against her. Today, she works multiple jobs to pay off her debt. As for Helen's boyfriend, he became a really famous model after that. A few months later, he bought a nice condo and asked Helen to move in with him. Glad everything worked out for her.
Thank you so much for having us over for dinner tonight, Jordan. If I'm being totally honest, the food was kinda meh, but it was all right. Try and make something with a bit more flavor next time, okay? Colleen, I have told you this time and time again. Stop inviting yourself over to my house for dinner. You do this basically every week. All of a sudden, my front door slams open and your entire family waltzes right in. You then sit down at the table and immediately start eating all of the food that I made for our dinner. And as if that weren't bad enough, you didn't just eat tonight's dinner. You went into the fridge and took out all the stuff that I had made in advance for tomorrow. And now, after all that, you have the nerve to complain about how my food tasted? What is wrong with you? I don't get it, Jordan. What is your problem? All I did was go and visit my sister-in-law for dinner. Do you have any idea how much work it is to get 2 young children in the car? You should be happy to have us over. And seriously, get over yourself about the food. There was absolutely nothing special about tonight's dinner. Literally anyone could make that dish by spending 5 minutes on the internet. Is that so? Then, since you are literally anyone, then I guess that means that you can make it yourself. I heard from your mom that you drop in on her unannounced for dinner too. I'm going to say this as clearly as possible to you, Colleen. I want this to stop. Do not come over to our house uninvited anymore. I work during the week, so I make a lot of meals in advance, then pop them in the freezer to reheat later. Tonight, you and your family ate 3 days worth of dinners. Do you have any idea how long it took to make all of that? Oh, for Pete's sake, don't go getting all high and mighty just because you have a job. All you do is work at some restaurant. And only 3 days a week at that. You should have no problem finding time to cook. And besides, I have 2 growing boys to feed here, Jordan. If you don't make enough food for them, you're gonna stunt their growth. What the... Feeding your boys is your job, not mine. You're their mother. Don't make me do my job and yours. And one more thing, I can't help but notice that you always come to my house when Sam isn't home. What's the deal with that? Why would I go there when my brother is around? He'll just get on my case about one dumb thing or another. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, you work at a sushi restaurant, don't you? I haven't had sushi in ages. Can I stop by your restaurant one of these days? I mean, sure, I guess, but it's pretty expensive. It's that new sushi restaurant that just opened up downtown. Wait, you mean the one from TV? It was on the news the other day. Oh yeah, well now that you mention it, there was a reporter that came by the place a little while ago. That is insane! The sushi they serve looks absolutely delicious. I'm gonna go as soon as I can. I am really looking forward to it. Are you sure about that? Like I said, it's pretty expensive. You should probably ask your husband about it before you make a reservation. Nah, I don't need to worry about that. You're gonna get us the family and friends discount. 100% off, right? What? There's no family and friends discount. We'll come in the next couple of days, so be sure to have plenty of sushi waiting for us. Are you listening to me? I can't wait to taste all that scrumptious sushi. Having a sister-in-law who works at a fancy sushi restaurant is the best. Okay, I guess you're not listening to me. I don't like where this is going. Sam, we need to talk. It's about Colleen.
Hey, Jordan. Sorry I missed your call earlier, but I did see your text. You mean she came by the house again today?
Yep.
Ugh. Going to have a talk with her. Mom's been telling her the same thing for ages about coming suddenly and eating all the food in the house. This time I'll make sure her husband is there in the room as well. Hopefully he'll be able to help me talk some sense into her. I'm really sorry for how much grief my sister has caused you.
I keep telling her to stop, but she just won't listen. Now she's saying she wants to come and eat at the sushi restaurant I started working at. I told her it's really expensive. Do you think she'll be able to afford it?
That place? Nah, not a chance. There's no possible way that her husband can afford to pay for enough food to feed them all on his salary. They're already cash-strapped as it is. That settles it. I gotta have a talk with them really soon. In fact, I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'll message her and let her know I'm coming. She won't listen to me unless I go to her in person.
Would you please do that for me? I'd really appreciate it. At this rate, I feel like she's going to get us involved in some kind of trouble if we don't do something.
I'll be clear to her that this is the final straw. If she keeps causing problems for us, then we'll have no choice but to take more drastic measures.
Drastic measures? As in... Man, there is nothing better than some high-quality sushi. You know, I think I misjudged you, Jordan. I never thought there would come a day that I would be glad you're my sister-in-law. Oh no, what are you talking about, Colleen? Thanks to you getting a job here, we can eat all the expensive sushi we want. I can't thank you enough. Hold on, back up. Let's clarify what's going on. Right now, you're eating sushi at the restaurant where I work, right? I told you we were coming yesterday. You said in the next few days. I didn't know you meant today. And didn't Sam tell you that he was going to have a conversation with you at your house today? Oh, yeah, you're right, he did. I guess I forgot. Silly me. Oh well, it's no big deal. We can always have that silly conversation after we're done stuffing our faces on all the sushi we can eat. I should have known this would happen. Seriously, Jordan, I wish you would have started working here sooner. We've already eaten enough sushi for 50 people. Well, thank you for your patronage, I guess. We're not patrons, we're your family. That means our whole meal is going to be on the house, right? You know what, Colleen? Go ahead and eat as much sushi as you'd like. Aw, you are such a sweetheart, Jordan. Oh, and you're so generous. I think we should hang out a lot more often. Yeah, sure, we'll see. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your meal now. Bon appetit. Hey, Jordan, we are absolutely stuffed. We were about to get going, so I wanted to ask you what we should do with the bill they just gave us. Like, can we just ignore that and go, or... Ignore the bill? Are you out of your mind? That's what they call eat and run, and it's a crime, Colleen. Your kids are with you. How could you even think about committing a crime with your kids watching? That's going to have a terrible influence on them. Wait, eat and run? But isn't that when you don't pay your bill? We don't need to pay the bill. You are. Me? Pay your bill? Oh, not a chance. I would sooner set my own wallet on fire than pay your bill for you. Plus, after today, we're never going to speak to you again. So you're going to have to pay it yourself. That's the only choice you have right now. But, wait, huh? What's with you all of a sudden? The only reason we came to this restaurant was because you work here. That means it's basically the same thing as when we come to eat at your house. If you wouldn't charge family for coming over to your house for dinner, then you shouldn't charge us for coming to your restaurant. So obviously, you should take care of our bill. Where are you, anyway? We can't find you anywhere in the restaurant. I didn't have a shift today, so I'm at home. So even if I wanted to take care of your bill for you, and don't get me wrong, I don't, I couldn't. What makes you think I can take care of your bill anyway? I'm just a part-timer here. Nothing you're saying makes any sense at all. So, huh? You mean you're not gonna pay our bill for us? Good grief, Colleen, do you speak English? Hablas inglés? Parlez-vous anglais? How can I get this through to you? Honestly, I have no idea what made you think I was ever going to pay your bill in the first place. You're the one that took your family to the restaurant, right? Did I invite you? No. Why would I have to pay when you take your family to a restaurant? Because it's your restaurant. You work here. Obviously, you should be the one to pay. Plus, you just told me to eat as much as I want. Shut up for 30 seconds and listen. Are you listening? Okay, here we go. This is not my restaurant. I am a part-time employee working 3 days a week. I do not have a shift today, so I am at home, not the restaurant. Even if I were at the restaurant today, a part-time employee does not have any authority to get free food for anyone, not even friends and family. All I would be able to do is get you one of our coupons for a free drink at the bar. But frankly, I wouldn't even go that far to help you guys. I wouldn't even come by to refill the water pitcher at your table. This doesn't make any sense. Well, what am I supposed to do about this bill then? You're really not gonna pay it for us? Leave me alone, you frickin' idiot. My God, how many times do I have to tell you? I am not going to pay your bill for you, so give it up already. Excuse me? How many times do I have to tell you? Yes, you are going to pay our bill for us. Mark my words, you are going to take responsibility for this. I just gave your name to the girl at the register, so they know we're your family. And if that doesn't work, then I'll just have to speak with the manager. I'll find some way to work it out with him. In any case, you are going to pay for this, so I hope you're ready for that. Go ahead and try it. You'll only be wasting your own time. It's not going to work. Hey, answer your phone. Sorry, I'm busy. Can't talk right now. And I have nothing to talk to you about anyway. Well, I've got something to say to you, Jordan. I tried name dropping you to every single staff member in the restaurant and nothing worked. Now I'm stuck paying this insane bill, but this is ridiculous. How could this food possibly be so expensive? It's just rice and fish. Why are you doing this to me? You are the worst sister-in-law in the world. Oh, I'm a lousy sister-in-law? You just got done eating enough sushi to feed every sumo wrestler on the planet. All because you thought that me, a part-time employee, had the authority to get you your food free of charge. Maybe I'm not such a fantastic sister-in-law, but I'd say I'm doing the best I can considering you're a complete moron. I tried to tell you so many times, but it keeps going in one ear and out the other. So I'm done trying to help you understand. If you have any questions, just ask the restaurant staff. What do you think I've been doing for the last half hour? They're still demanding that we pay this insane bill. I don't know how much you guys ate, but I mean, you ate it, right? And you saw the prices on the menu, right? You knew what that stuff cost before you ate it, and you ate it anyway. So what's the only rational conclusion? You should just shut your mouth and pay for what you ate. I have no idea what made you think I would give you free food, but it's not my problem. You got yourself into this mess, so you can get yourself out. I didn't get myself into this mess. You lied to me. You told me I could eat as much as I wanted, didn't you? Yeah, because you're an adult and can make your own decisions. I didn't say I was going to pay for it. You see, you tricked me into thinking it was going to be free. How can you say you're not responsible for this? Because I'm not. unbelievable. I have never met anyone in my life who is this desperate to dodge responsibility for their own actions. How am I responsible for your stupidity, greediness, gluttony, and inability to comprehend basic English? Anyway, like I said, you're on your own. And you're banned from our house. Never talk to me or Sam again. You can't do this to me. Somebody has to pay this bill. It is not going to be me. I don't even have this much money in my bank account. So you need to get over here right away and explain to the staff what you did. My husband is already super duper angry and you don't want to make him any madder. What is there for me to explain? That my sister-in-law is an idiot who tried to eat and run? Is that what you want me to tell them? I just can't deal with you anymore, Colleen. You are obnoxious to the point that just hearing someone say your name gives me a migraine. If you ever come to my house again, I am calling the police and having you arrested for trespassing. What? You would call the police on your own sister-in-law? For loving you and wanting to visit you? How could you say such a thing to me? You are treating me absolutely terribly right now. Do I need to remind you that your husband is my brother? Sam will be furious when I tell him what you said to me. Sam is the one who first brought up banning you from our house. What? Sam's just as tired of your antics as I am, if not more. He said that if you ever pulled this sort of stunt again, that we would cut off contact with you. And lo and behold, you did it the very next day. Honestly, I think we should sue you for the cost of the food of ours that you've eaten up until now. Not to mention the things we've had to repair or replace because your kids broke them. Hey, that's going way too far. They're just kids. Kids have energy, you know. It's not their fault that they want to run around and play. Having excess energy and insufficient discipline are two completely different things. You let your kids run absolutely wild in my house while pretending not to notice. Or, I don't know, maybe you were genuinely too busy eating all my food to notice what they were doing. Okay, this is not the time to be dragging up all this ancient history. I'll have you know that we were totally intending to do something to repay you for all your generosity. Oh yeah? What's that? I don't know, something. Anyway, you need to get down to the restaurant right now. My husband is starting to get physical with the restaurant staff. He keeps yelling at them that he wants to talk to you. Tell him to calm down because I already talked to the manager. Oh, really? Oh, well, geez, that's a relief. Why didn't you tell me that sooner? I told him that I have no idea who you are and that he should call the cops if you're giving them any trouble. You what? Are you serious? You mean we're gonna have to pay this bill or else get arrested? Duh, that's how it works. You're useless. I should have known better than to call you. The only reason I did is because Sam wasn't answering his phone. Why is this happening? I'm in big trouble, Jordan. What should I do? What I've been telling you to do this entire evening. Pay your bill. I don't care if your husband gets himself arrested. That's on you. I never told you I would give you free food. You just assumed that I would. This seems like the perfect opportunity for you to learn a valuable life lesson. If you are so hard up for money that you have to resort to mooching food from your relatives, then stop buying so many expensive things for yourself. You're only in trouble in the first place because of your horrid spending habits. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck with the police. Goodbye, worst sister-in-law in the world. Hey, Jordan, can we talk? Maybe, I don't know, you could have me over for dinner tonight? I tried stopping by your house yesterday, but you weren't home. I really wish you would let me see you. I'm astonished, Colleen. After everything that's happened, you still don't get it? I do not want to see you. I don't even want to be talking to you right now. And honestly, the fact that you went to my house to try and see me is really, really creepy. Hey, come on, I'm not being creepy. We're family. Family? With you? Oh, don't make me sick. I will never consider you my family again. You caused a world of trouble for me at my job. You tried to eat and run, the police were called, and the whole thing was one giant mess. It's not just me. Sam and your parents are really angry with you. I didn't think things would turn out this way. All I wanted to do was eat some good sushi. But now my brother's saying he's disowning me as his sister. Everyone's being so mean to me all of a sudden. And get this, my husband left me last night. I woke up and he was gone. He left a note saying he'd rather break up with me than pay that bill from the restaurant. Why is this happening to me? You have to do something, Jordan. I do? Why? You're nothing to me anymore. I'm your sister-in-law. You need to face facts. You have 2 kids in your care who depend on you, and you are completely abdicating your responsibilities to them. All the money your husband earned, you spent on clothes, accessories, perfume, and a ton of other things just for yourself. So you ran out of money because of course you were going to run out of money. That's when you started begging for food from your family and friends. Once things got really bad and you had hungry kids with no food in the house, you would barge into someone else's house and make them feed your kids for you. How do you think that made your kids feel, Colleen? I bet they were utterly humiliated. That's not true. You're in denial. For what it's worth, I will say that what your husband did is pretty unfair. He came along with you every single time you came to our house uninvited and did absolutely nothing to stop you. You should both be held responsible for what happened. Right? That's what I said. I shouldn't have to bear the entire burden by myself. However, before we talk about mitigating factors, you need a dose of reality. What are you going to do to support your kids, Colleen? You're their mother and you're all they have now. I think it goes without saying that Sam and I aren't going to help you. Your mom and dad aren't too keen on helping you out either. I don't believe that. None of you are going to help me? But why? Well, there are only 2 reasons you would ask me that question this late in the game. Either you genuinely don't understand why, in which case you are far beyond help and I'm not going to answer your question, or you do know why and are just complaining, in which case I don't need to answer your question. So I'm just going to ignore that line from you and tell you that unless you want the police to get involved, you'd better step up and become a responsible parent. Goodbye, Colleen. And for good this time.
Hey, Jordan. I just got off the phone with my mom. Sounds like Colleen just finalized the terms of her divorce.
That didn't take long. You know, I never really got what she saw in him in the first place. He was always kind of, I don't know, weird. Maybe his influence made her become what she is.
Well, in any case, it seems like your tongue lashing has gotten her to clean up her act a bit.
It wasn't really my intent to give her a tongue lashing. All I did was tell her the plain and simple truth. She tried to eat and run, the cops got called, and all of that must have had a massive negative impact on her kids.
She's definitely gained some sense of self-awareness since then, though.
Did she really? It's kind of hard for me to believe that someone like her could ever change.
Mom and Dad changed their mind and said they were willing to help her out, if that means anything. Not her, directly, just the kids.
That's probably the best way to help her out, if they're willing to help her. Those boys didn't ask to be born in a dysfunctional household. I feel kind of bad for them.
There's a twist, though. Colleen turned down their help.
Wow, really?
Yep. She said she wants to go work and support her kids with her own money. She's already found a job. Her older boy's in kindergarten, but her younger son is only turning 3 this year. She can't afford daycare for him, so her parents said they'll look after him while she's at work. But that's all the help she's accepting. She turned down any financial support at all.
Based on my experience with her up until now, that is shocking, to say the least.
Trust me, we're all just as surprised as you are. I also wanted to tell you that we're really grateful for you, Jordan.
You are? For what?
You told Colleen exactly what she needed to hear. If not for you, she might still not have woken up to how ridiculous she was being. I mean, Even after the mess at the sushi restaurant, she still kept messaging you and coming to the house, right?
Yeah, but once I gave it to her straight, that all came to an abrupt stop.
You see? That's what I'm saying. You talking to her on that day is what got her to turn her life around. Thinking back, my parents and I were way too easy on her. We should have been more blunt like you. If we did, maybe we could have avoided this altogether. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, Jordan. I'm a lucky man to have married a wonderful wife like you.
Oh, Sam, I'm nothing special. All I did was speak my mind. If anything, this whole ordeal has taught me something important too.
Oh yeah? What is it?
It's not always in someone's best interests to extend them a helping hand. Sometimes a cold shoulder can be much more effective.
Hey, that's a pretty good line. You should have put that on a t-shirt or something.
A gloomy line like that isn't going to sell.
So, how can I thank you for slapping sense into my sister? And, I guess, also make it up to you for all the trouble she's caused.
How about taking me out for sushi? Sam and I cut off all contact with Colleen. After they divorced, Colleen's ex-husband started coming around and causing trouble for her, so she and the boys packed up and moved. She got a job at a business close to her house, and she's supporting herself and her kids with the money she makes there. Based on what I hear from Sam's parents, she's actually doing pretty okay. They've been looking after her kids for her to help support her getting back on her feet. But they've honored her wishes and haven't given her any financial support. I was doubtful at first, but it seems like she really has turned over a new leaf. She's working hard at her job and sold most of the high-end fashion items she bought for herself while she was still married. It seems like her change of heart has had an effect on her kids because they've cleaned up their acts too. There are times when I think that maybe I was a little bit too harsh on Colleen. You know, like when I called her the worst sister-in-law in the world, obnoxious and all that. But in the end, everything got better for everyone thanks to me. We're not currently having any sort of contact with Colleen. Hopefully, though, the day will come soon where we'll be able to come together once more as a family. Maybe we'll even be able to gather around the dinner table and share a good laugh at how chaotic these last few months were. But I think she still needs to do a little bit more work in order to make up for everything she did. All we can do is hope for the best and help where we can once we feel she's earned it.